What's good, family? Welcome back. In this video right here, we're about to watch Kanye West expose Beyonce's contract. Now, Kanye West recently exposed JayZ's contract, the contract that Roc Nation gives to its artists, and he let people know that within that contract, people aren't even allowed to say the word Jesus. You have to sign a contract agreeing not to say Jesus. Now, that sounds like a demonic contract to me. Now, apparently, the entire scandal with Kanye West talking about at the VMAs and saying that Taylor Swift didn't have the best album, Beyonce did. Apparently that was all set up by Beyonce, and Kanye was just a moving part in that situation. Is there truth to that? Let's see in this video right here.
Back at it again, and this time he isn't just accusing Beyonce and Jay of trying to get him to sign an Illuminati contract. He also exposed Beyonce of setting up that 2009 VMAs mess with him so she could use it to boost her career. Apparently, the plan was to humiliate Taylor Swift and get people to rally behind Beyonce, but once the whole thing backfired, Beyonce took herself out of it like she was innocent and started advocating for Taylor. Kanye got all the heat for that incident for years, only for it to now turn out that Beyonce was in on it the whole time. Kanye claims this is why they've been flooding the news with allegations of him being crazy so that when he finally comes out to reveal everything, no one will believe him. Kanye even went as far as accusing Beyonce and JayZ of trying to put him in a conservatorship so they can silence him. Kanye has been on JayZ and Beyonce's neck for the last few months, and it looks like we finally know why. Just a few days ago, he made this tweet about Bey's kids that said, "Wait, has anyone ever seen JayZ and Beyonce's younger kids? They're no, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. I need everyone to know that I took the post about JayZ and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled, not because I'm a good person. I took it down like Down syndrome. Get it? Am I right? Am I right? The world real talk, fuck everybody. There will never be an apology to the Carter family until they help me with my children. Y'all be getting one guy out of jail at a time to look prestigious. The Carters and the Kardashians are basically the same, except the Kardashians are S-rafficking. A lot of people dragged Kanye through hell because this wasn't just an attack on Bey and Jay. It was also an attack on...
That's a very bold statement to make, though. You gotta realize what he's saying. He's saying that the Kardashians... that's literally his wife or his ex-wife. He's saying that they're sex trafficking. Now, if there's anyone that's closest to Kim Kardashian, one of the people would definitely be Kanye West.
Except the Kardashians are S-rafficking. A lot of people dragged Kanye through hell because this wasn't just an attack on Bey and Jay. It was also an attack on their children. But here's where things get crazy because according to Kanye's recent claims, he went off on Jay and Bey because they've been trying to silence him by putting him in a conservatorship after he turned down a demonic contract from them to be a part of Roc Nation. He said the Roc Nation contract he was offered included some terms of conditions that he wasn't comfortable with, and one of them was that he wasn't allowed to talk about Jesus Christ. I don't know about y'all, but telling someone he cannot talk about God just to be in a contract with you definitely sounds a bit strange.
There's a part in a Roc Nation contract that says that people are not allowed to sing about Christ. So I'll be wondering, I'll be like, yo, God, why? Why have you swung my sword?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you came in the game with Jesus Waltz.
Like, why?
A lot of people believed Kanye because if you've been keeping up with him, then, you know, this isn't his first time he's calling out JayZ and Beyonce for doing something demonic to get to the top. Not only that, but those conversatorship attempts ain't new either, and at some point they straight up tried to him into a mental illness. I mean, do y'all remember the time Kanye posted a screenshot of a life-threatening message he received from celebrity fitness trainer Harley Pastnack, telling him to back off from his internet rants or he was going to send him to a mental institution where he will be out of his mind. The text read, "I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but don't use cuss words, and everything that is discussed is based on facts and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. play dates with the kids just won't be the same. Notice how Harley said he would send Kanye to an institution again? That was because back in 2016, Kanye was arrested and thrown into a mental hospital for evaluation without his consent. And guess where the arrest happened? Harley Pastnack's house. Yes, the same man who just threatened to put Kanye in a mental facility and dug him out. Some people even said at the time that they were trying.
He definitely has to be a celebrity handler. Like, they have people in Hollywood that handle these celebrities like this. It's actually insane.
To Britney Spears him, and honestly, they made some points. Britney revealed in a court hearing that her family intentionally misdiagnosed her and pumped her up with an unholy amount of lithium, which they later used to claim in court that Britney was incapable of handling her own finances.
I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me. By making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, to the judge, to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. Actually, I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing.
And guess what? Kanye was also prescribed a high dose of lithium, even though he wasn't sick.
Look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, oh, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So look at
what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But
like, it's crazy. Like, if we really read between the lines, Kanye just said they would have Michael Jacksoned me. Kanye knows what happened to Michael Jackson. They say that he had died from an overdose or whatever, blah, 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 they want to say. But at the end of the day, a lot of people, let me say this, the people that are running the music industry, the executives, are demonic. They're money hungry and greedy. So when Michael Jackson had gained his masters and owned half of Sony, they did not like that. They took him out so they could get all that back. And they just labeled it as an overdose. That's exactly what Kanye's saying they would have done to him.
10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. Yeah. You can see there's not much of her left.
It turns out that the reason they've been doing this is because Kanye knows too much and they want him out of the picture before he starts talking. In fact, word on the street is that the whole scandal between Kanye, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift at the 2009 VMAs was a publicity stunt gone wrong from the very start. And Beyonce allegedly orchestrated the whole thing to humiliate Taylor. So what happened was, during the 2009 VMAs, Kanye walked up to Taylor while she was on stage accepting the award for Best Female Video for her song You Belong With Me over Beyonce. As y'all can see, Beyonce was acting all surprised and shocked, but the streets are now saying she was in on it from the jump. Kanye ended up taking all the backlash, and up until this day, people think Bey is innocent, but if what Kanye is saying has any truth to it, then she isn't as innocent as we thought.
But Hollywood been doing PR stunts, dog. Like, they've been clipping. I mean, the most recent one was like the Will Smith slap.
One person said, I mean, this would explain why Kanye and Taylor got along just fine after that. I think they're on bad terms again, but for years she seemed completely unbothered by what happened with Kanye. Another person said, Beyonce was a titan in the industry at the time. Taylor winning pissed Beyonce off. Kanye knew this, so he jumped on and seemed like a jerk, but took the blow for her. He praised Beyonce, and even though it made him look like a jerk, and he was being a jerk in that moment, it aged really well, and his intentions were very good. He was aware that Beyonce could have easily demolished Taylor at that time since she wasn't super huge. If Kanye never jumped on, Beyonce could have just done some sneaky stuff and Taylor Swift wouldn't really be a big artist today. I wonder what would have happened if he never hopped on. But now that we know what happened, we know his intentions are good. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Beyonce and JayZ allegedly trying to get Kanye in an Illuminati contract?
I mean, Kanye, I feel like Kanye probably did sign one of those. He's been in the industry for some time, like probably like 2 decades maybe. Since the early 2000s, I would say that Kanye has been in the music industry. So he's most definitely probably signed one of those contracts. But I know that he got out of it. He was able to get out of his contract and start making his own music, owning his own masters. Comment down below what y'all think. I'm going to catch you on the next one.